Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the International Webinar Series on Holistic Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development 2025-2026, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 78 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 and Viksit Bharat at 2047 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations and celebrations. Today, we are commemorating National Hug Holiday Week in US from 7th to 13th. The objective of this day is simply to envelop your loved ones with warm hugs, celebration of the intimacy and closeness that we feel in the company of friends and family. Hugs are a form of greeting and farewell, and even when the person is not in front of you, you can send them emojis of hugs. A cute GIF or a sticker can also convey your hug to your friends. Celebrate National Hug Holiday Week by hugging everyone to whom you love. Today is also commemorated as Beaufort Scale Day on May 7th. It has been over a century since the Beaufort scale was invented. The Beaufort scale was invented by an officer of the Royal British Navy named Sir Francis Beaufort. Beaufort devised a simple scale that was used to scale the force of the wind based on a point system that started from 0 to 12. Beaufort Scale Day was created to honor Sir Francis Beaufort for the invention of the Beaufort scale, which is widely used for naval applications. It is also commemorated as Bladder Cancer Awareness Day on May 7th. Every year on this day, awareness programs are organized to educate the public about the symptoms, causes, and treatment of this type of cancer. Bladder cancer is on the 10th most common cancer globally. In the US, around 57,000 and 18,000 women are diagnosed with the diseases every year. So needless to say, bladder cancer is serious concern and there is a dedicated effort to improve the lives of the patient suffering from it. It is also commemorated as Love's Baby Soft Day in US annually. If you were in the teens in 1980s in the US, then you know what we are talking about. A favorite among young girls was Love's Baby Soft. Today, every lifestyle brand, top ranking model, notable movie star, and popular influencer has their beauty product line. Most of the time, it's difficult to keep up with the plethora of new brands popping up. But until a few decades ago, the market was dominated by only a few players, and Love's Baby Soft line was one of them. There is also commemorated as National Make-up Day on May 7th in US. During Family Reading Week, a week that began in 1995 with the intention of bringing families together to read. This year, its places on May 7th, while families read together every night in this week. The block a day reminds that books must be made before they can be read. Today is also commemorated as National Barrier Awareness Day on May 7th in US. Barrier Awareness Day is an annual observance that takes place on May 7th to encourage people to break down obstacles responsible for preventing the social integration of persons with disabilities. The day was initiated to dissolve stigma, keeping people with disabilities from advancing in education, social life, work, and other spheres of life. This day was initiated by President Ronald Reagan, who called upon fellow citizens to observe this day with appropriate programs and activities. It is also commemorated as National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day on May 7th in US. It is observed. It is an annual event that occurs on the Thursday of first full week of May. It is a day to raise awareness of the importance of every child's mental health. Mental health is a serious issue in modern societies. The mental health of children is even more. So, according to the data from CDC, 1 in 6 children between ages of 2 and 8 have a mental or behavioral disorder. Children are most precious thing in the world. Children with serious mental illness and severe emotional disturbance need full-time care and treatment. Even the family of such a child needs help to cope with the situation. This is a day to help them, encouraging them into therapy. Conditions like ADHD, as well as anxiety and behavioral disorders, can be diagnosed and treated to help the child have a better life. Today is also commemorated as National Day of Reason on May 9th in US, celebrated annually on the first Thursday in May, is secular and legal US holiday that has established as a response to the National Day of Prayer. This day is for every person who does not recognize God or an established religion or faith. The key message behind them or this day is to provide a positive, inclusive alternative to the National Day of prayer, valuing and separation of religion and government at the same time. This is also means to build a community among the non-religious in the US. It is also commemorated as National Homebrew Day on May 7th in US, which is an annual event initiated by the American Homebrewers Association to celebrate the art of carpet creation. It serves as an opportunity for its members to share and learn new brewing techniques from an annual brewing event. Post to observe the day, fun facts brewing like Baking is one of the longest standing hobbies, and this day to serve as a day to gather the community of home brewers and craft brewers, beverage enthusiasts together to expose attendees to the latest in the world of home brewing. Today is also commemorated as National Packing Design Day on May 7th in US. It is a special event to recognize the craft of package designs and the design professionals who create them. It encourages any of the artistic people. Today is also commemorated as World Password Day on May 7th. Still using your cat's name followed by ampersand for your 401k account password. Sorry, but that's just long enough to protect your life in savings in 2019 and 2027. Here's a term you need to know on the World Password Days, LERA. This refers to adding strong authentication to your important passwords to prevent identity theft and other cyber crimes. Intel created World Password Day on the first Thursday of May 7th to address the critical need for Today is also commemorated as National Tourism Day on May 7th in US, which is observed during the National Travel and Tourism Week in the United States, which occurs every first week of May. National Travel or Tourism Week was fascinated in 1983 as the President Ronald Reagan signed a proclamation urging all cities to observe this week. It is also commemorated as National Roasted Leg of Lamb Day on May 7th annually to celebrate and encourage everyone to try out dish to this mildly. There is also commemorated as National Space Wi-Fi Music Day. There is also commemorated as Space Stuff Day on May 7th. The art and print enthusiasts all around the country. This day is dedicated to century-old technique by designing and perpetuating of alone on newspapers and magazines. We can remind today is also commemorated as National Packaging Design Day on May 7th. Is a typical event to recognize the cut-off science designs professionals who prevent them. It brands to with this, we shall end today's commemorations and celebrations. See you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link. Take care. Good night.